Whipping all this dope up in the trap house. We fuck all you bitches at the trap house. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. It don't mean that be like Jerry Stacker. I might fall in love with my trap house.
Stay savage, your boy Shino Metro. What's poppin'? Today we are back, and guess what? We are finally back with the fact video series. I know a lot of people been asking for fact videos for a lot of different shows, but now I plan on doing it. I know I started it up and then I stopped it, but that was due to the events that were taking place in my life and the lack of motivation. But now that I'm in a better space and I'm in a better place with my mindset, I'm here to drop the fact videos for you. So today we're gonna start with my boy Asta from Black Clover. I know Asta gets a lot of mixed signals, and I know he gets a lot of mixed reviews due to the fact that he screams a lot. So he is either a love or hate relationship with Asta. But I really enjoy Black Clover a lot, so I wanted to start this fact video series off with him, and I wanted to start off this new season with my boy. So if you guys are excited about today's video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for daily content. Now also, if you have any recommendations for anime that I've already seen, drop that character in the description below and let me know who you would like to see a fact video on. And with that being said, let's get it. Number 10. Asta wields a 5-leaf grimoire which he receives during his fight with Rafiki. The grimoire is tattered and covered in dirt. A black 5-leaf clover insignia is at the center of the front cover. The symbol is usually unseen due to the large amount of dirt that is covering it, making most, including Asta, assume that the grimoire possesses unusual magic, but is otherwise ordinary. Asta is able to summon a sword from it, which he uses his anti-magic. His grimoire used to be a 4-leaf clover grimoire that belonged to Lich. That's crazy. My man had Lich's grimoire, and how did he go from a 4-leaf to a 5-leaf clover? That's interesting. I hope they reiterate and let us know some more context in the manga. Number 9. Asta's most favorite person is Sister, who took care of him while he was living in Hague. Asta was also ranked number 1 in the first and second popularity polls. Now look, my man Asta's been trying to get Sister to date him this whole entire time, but he doesn't understand the concept. Now if you watch the series or you read the manga, there are so many other girls that want him, so his popularity makes sense. Not to mention, people be hating on my boy Asta because he yells a lot. And look, my dude is still number 1 in Japan in the popularity pools. You can't hate on Asta, my man got the sauce. Number 8. Asta's second sword is currently no longer in his possession due to it being reacquired by Lich. This blade can cut spells with its edges much like the Demon Slayer sword. It can also borrow magic from people around him, thereby increasing the force and range of his attacks. Besides Lich, only Asta can wield this weapon because he possessed no mana, as other mages would not be able to use the magic while in contact with the sword because it will make their mana reserves deplete immediately. So my man Lich was like, yo, look, you have my weapons, I need my shit back, you're gonna give me my weapons back, and if you don't, I'm gonna take it. So he just took the Demon Sword from Asta, and now he's gone around using it as if, like, Asta never picked it up. It's kind of wild, I mean, it did belong to Lich and he did come back for what was his. Number 7. Asta possesses high durability as seen when he is able to keep standing up despite receiving numerous attacks from heat. He is even able to emerge from Lich's attempted cave-in relatively unharmed alongside Yami. Let's keep it a buck. In that episode, honestly, I thought Asta was gonna get messed up, when he was fighting against Lich with Yami, and I was just like, there is just no way you're gonna come out of this unfazed. And then, like, I saw the cave-in actually take place in the anime, and I read it in the manga, and then on both factors, my man Asta just jumps up happy-go-lucky as if nothing happened, and I was just completely shook. Number 6. Asta is the first peasant to be acknowledged as the rival to a nobleman in the series alongside Yuno. Now, I talked about this in the video and I spoke about how like Asta and Yuno were like perfect rivals, but the thing is they are completely changing the political climate in this entire series due to the fact that these two show so much promise and they never back down. They have the perfect rivalry ship and they're basically spreading it around to everybody they like meet and interact with. I think that's really dope, and that's why I enjoy Yuno and Asta's characters so much. Number 5. Asta's the first mage to join the Magic Knights without having any mana, as well as receiving multiple stars from the Wizard King for his great deeds and efforts in completing missions. Now, everybody hated on my man in the beginning of the series and they talked about how he wouldn't make it far, and everybody was just like doubting my dude, but my dude never gave up. He worked extremely hard and he kept going as hard as he could, and once he got the anti-magic sword, he basically showed everybody, look, I'm here. I ain't got no mana, but I'm still getting the job done. So if you hating on Asta, you hating for no reason, because that man about to change up and switch up with the season. Number 4. Asta's birthday is unknown because he is an orphan. He also isn't very picky due to his poor upbringing in Hag. And that's one thing I like about Asta. He understands the struggle. So when he get those silver linings in life, he completely values them compared to somebody who had everything completely given it to him. And that is seen by a lot of noblemen in this series. Number 3. Asta was praised and called a freak by Yami for being able to master ki in such amount of time. Now, Asta is definitely one of those characters, once he puts his mind to something, he definitely can accomplish it. The only reason he can't use magic because he doesn't have mana, and I feel like if he had mana, he would probably be able to use magic really well. But since he doesn't have that, he basically makes up for his physical ability, and I think that's why it was so instinctual for him to learn ki. Number 2. Asta uses his anti-magic form to nullify other magic. After being healed by the Witch Queen, Asta can channel anti-magic through his body faster and in a more condensed form. By the time of the Royal Knights arc, Asta can only enter the anti-magic form twice a day. Now, if you wanted to know more about the anti-magic form, I made a video explaining it, and I explained the ins and outs and how Asta is able to use the anti-magic form. If you want to check that out, the link is in the description below. Number 1. Because of Asta's upbringing in a forsaken region, Asta frequently receives harsh opinions and insults from almost everyone he meets. This makes Asta have a slightly sarcastic nature as he tries to defend himself. But having received harsh opinions from others, Asta has developed an immunity for them, and he can brush them off easily without getting overly annoyed. I mean, look, my boy's been taking harsh criticism and punishment his whole entire life. Everybody always made fun of the man for not having magic, for being poor, for being loud, for being short, for being annoying. So like, I mean, he got thick skin now. I mean, who wouldn't have it? Like, what? Alright guys, so this has been 10 facts about my boy Asta from Black Clover. If you guys don't know what that is, you might want to check it out if you watch this video anyway. But with that, I'm gonna give you guys my personal thoughts and personal opinions on Asta like I usually do. So in this part of the segment, this is where I basically tell you how I feel about the character and the ins and outs and what I actually like about the character or what I dislike about the character. So if you have your own personal thoughts and personal opinions regarding Asta, make sure you leave those in the comment section below. Overall, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't understand why people hate on Asta because Asta screams. But if you look at the character and you look at the concepts that he has presented into the world of Black Clover, he's a very interesting character. Now, I understand people tend to get annoyed by him or tend to be extremely upset with him due to the fact that he yells. He's short, he's a tad bit annoying, and he's a little oblivious. I mean, he's not like the brightest in the bunch, but however, he will get the job done and he won't give up on his friends. Now, I'll say this, he does give me a Naruto vibe to a certain degree, where it was, you know, I was weak, people said I wouldn't be this, or people wouldn't say I was gonna be that, and I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna prove them wrong, and I've been proving them wrong, and I'm gonna continue to prove them wrong. So it's kind of like that Hokage syndrome. You know, he wants to be the Wizard King. That's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to strive for, you know. So I get why people tend to be like, oh, well, he's just kind of like Naruto or something like that. So I see it. But if you like watch the show or you like get deeper into the manga, you start to see Asta build up his own character, and he start to have his own little pattern and his own way of handling things. And that's one thing I really enjoy about Asta. I like how he handles things in his own manner. He doesn't really follow the rules to a certain degree. He just does it how he wants to do it. And then, mind you, he teaches all like the noblemen how like they're wrong, and he put them in their place. And that's one thing I enjoy like so much about this series, because there are so many snobby people that feel like just because they were born into royalty that they deserve it all, or that they are the best type of people in the world and everybody to them is inferior. And he really just steps on those type of people and like buckles them down and show them, hey, even if I'm a peasant, even if I'm from Hag, I can do it. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you think you are, or who you say I am, or where I'm from. You will not tell me what I can't be. And honestly, since you're a nobleman and you're supposed to be like royalty, you're supposed to be treating everybody else with another type of respect, or you know, you're supposed to be actually helping people out. That way most people don't feel like all noblemen are complete shit and they just want to be like these aristocrats that have a whole bunch of money who really don't care about anybody else in the kingdom. And Asta really lets people know that, and he lays that law down. So overall, I do like his personality. I like how his strong will likes to show, and I like how he adapts. This man literally was told he didn't have any magic, so he made up for it with by training his physical body. That's something that we see him do extremely hard in this entire series, and he basically lets people know, he like, yo, you can make fun of me as much as you want, you can talk down on me as much as you want, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm gonna train and I'm gonna try to get magic. I'm gonna do whatever I can to do it. So he made his body physically strong, strong. Even Yami, like, you know, respected him for that. He was like, yo, that's not magic, he's just that fast. It wasn't that he used magic to speed up across the like the field. He was just that physically strong, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention he didn't have magic and he was able to like put most people down. Like, even being a magic knight without magic and getting a whole bunch of like gold stars and praise from the Wizard King, that's pretty epic. Like, think about it. We have people like Yuna who's out there, like, you know, working hard. Obviously everybody believes Yuna's a prodigy, but Yuna practices a lot, Yuna trains a lot. So like, you know, at the same time you see Yuna constantly gradually getting stronger and stronger with his magic, so everybody's like, oh yeah, look at Yuna. But like, you know, he has magic, he's a magic knight with magic. Asta is a magic knight with no magic, because anti-magic isn't magic. It's something that's on a completely different frequency from mana and magic, and it just happens to cancel it out. It's like a negative and a positive. When they're together, they make things happen, you know what I'm saying? But two positives gonna make some shit catch a fire, you know, and then two negatives, nothing's gonna happen, you know? So it's one of those things where like you see how Asta's character affects the world around him. Overall, I think he's really dope, and like, this has been my personal thoughts and personal opinions. If you have your own personal thoughts and personal opinions on Asta of Black Clover, aka the young chaotic kid of the Black Bulls, let me know your personal thoughts and personal opinions in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this fact video, you know, make sure you drop that like button. If you have any recommendations, leave those in the comment section below. And with that being said, subscribe for daily content, and until next time, see you guys later. Bye.